guys, this is Chloe from the Galactic Soul coming to you with your reading. Hello, Aquarius. This is your reading. If this found you, this is the perfect time to hear this message. So this is the energy update for Aquarius. Abso-freaking-lutely. We have the High Priestess coming out right away. That is literally your card. And then we also have the Strength card, but the Strength card is literally upside down. I usually do not read reversals, but for this, it's very much like it looks like you are really not stepping into your power right now. For the High Priestess, it's very much finding a balance between your spiritual side and your physical side and really meshing those together, because we really want to have that even balance and have that extra oomph, if that makes sense, that extra oomph with talking to your higher self, with your guides. I feel like there is a pull here where you haven't been talking with your guides, talking with your intuition, and going inside for next steps and opinions. I feel like you have been going outside of you for this information, but you have all of the information that you need, Aquarius. You have all the information that you need, and you're going to be abundant here. With the High Priestess, it's very much, there's pomegranates, and pomegranates really show in the tarot abundance. So there is abundance for you, but finding that balance is what's going to bring that abundance in. We do have the Strength card. Again, it was reversed. So the Strength card really means that you are pulling the strength from your guides and everything like that. And since it was reversed, it's very much of a, hey, they are here to help you, Aquarius. They're here to help you. And I feel like you are going to get that excitement back again, because we do have the Sun card, and it did come out upright. So I feel like if you realign yourself and go in and search within for your intuition, or the decision that you have to make, you search within, you are going to have more strength and call in your power, which is going to provide you with your sun, with your light, and it's going to be an overflowing cup, if that makes sense. You are going to call in this abundance, but I feel like you haven't been due to the imbalance. Aquarius, we do have calmer waters ahead, and we do have the Moon card as well. So we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is really knowing that you are on the right track now, because once you find that balance, you're going to be on the right track. You're going to be called to calmer waters. It's been a little rough for you, and the boat was going sideways, and you felt like you were going to completely just fall in the water and not be on track anymore. But just know that this is where you're supposed to be. This is exactly where you're supposed to be, because you're supposed to feel uncomfortable at this moment in time. However, there are going to be calmer waters, because you're going to adapt to what is happening, and you're going to put in steps in order to get to those calmer waters because of this balance that we have here. We do have the Moon, and this really says that once you receive that balance, once you go inwards, you are really going to be able to choose your, I don't want to say your outcome, but you're going to be able to not react with emotion anymore. You're going to be more logical, and you're going to be like, should I blow this up or should I not blow this up? There's going to be a boundary there that you are going to be able to set in order to actually move forward. And finding that balance is really going to allow you to make that boundary. And I feel like, especially for this card, we have a dog, like a domesticated dog, and then we also have this wolf. So I feel like the balance between the mayhem / the balanced and more strategic person in you is really happening. But holy crap. Let's see what else we have for Aquarius. I do feel like because of this internal balance, I keep saying balance, but there's no other word that they're telling me to use. But because of this balance, I feel like there's going to be a huge transition here where all of a sudden you just get it, and you just get it. Oh my God, we have the Death card, literally transition. We have the World card. We have the World card here. So Death and World. Death is a card where it is a full-on transition and you're not going back. And in order to make this transition, you will need to find that balance. So that's your first step here. But then once you make that transition, there's no going back. It's kind of like, this is the last time that you really have to search inward for something, because this transition is such a heightened transition here. And this is really, really big. This is really, really big, because you are finishing a cycle, and finishing a cycle is very much, I don't want to say rock bottom, because I feel like that has a negative undertone to it. However, I feel like there is a rock bottom situation where you're like, what? The only way is up now. right? The only way is up. And this new cycle is going to allow you to be the Fool, to start a new cycle, to start a new beginning. We do have Temperance. Now, Temperance is really what you are given. You are going to work with it. You are going to work with it and work with that energy and be like, this is the hand that I was dealt. And I really want to work with what I have, whether it's positive or negative, because there is a lesson here that you are working on. And there's a lot of major arcana cards. We have the High Priestess, Strength, the Sun, Moon, Death. Oh my God, it's all major arcana cards. So this is a huge transition that you weren't really ready for. You weren't ready for this transition. However, this transition is everything that you've ever wanted. This is everything you've ever wanted because this is Page of Cups. So new emotion is really going to come in here. And it's going to be, I see self-love. You're actually doing things for you and you are entering a new chapter, taking yourself and putting yourself first because you have been living up to this point, caring about everybody else. And now finally you're like, nope, this is it. I'm making that adjustment. I'm making that change. And this is how it's going to go from here on out. And I feel like this Page of Cups energy is really finding the emotional side of you and seeing that you matter most. There's this new self-love energy coming in. And you are taking everything that you've been through, Aquarius, and you are really, and a lot of people say Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing, but really here you are actually taking things from others, whether that is ideas or opinions or something, and you are taking that all in, but you are finally making choices that are really going to benefit you. Finally, you are stepping into your power, Aquarius. And I feel like it's like a super long time coming. I feel like you are always pouring your cup out into others' cups and you're not really fulfilling your cup. You're not putting more into you. You're putting more into others, which is beautiful. And I love that for you, but your cup is literally empty. This is going to take a lot of work. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. There's going to be a lot of work here. And I feel like it's going to be more of, is the juice worth the squeeze? So you're going to be going through aspects of your life and you're going to be like, yes, no, yes, no. And you're going to kind of, I don't want to say pros and cons list, but there is going to be that energy of choosing what you want and putting everything that you want on a pedestal. And then everything that you don't want, you're literally just tossing. You're tossing. I literally see a garbage can and you're like throwing it out. And it's all because it's stuff that you don't need anymore for your new self. There's something here where it's like you are just in such a huge transition moment that you're finally choosing you. And that's beautiful, Aquarius. I love that. You are choosing your true passion. Absolutely. So we have the King of Wands here. King of Wands is you made it. You've done it. You have found your true passion, your true purpose, or at least for now, you're working through it. And you've done all of the steps. You have the wisdom now, and you can now protect that because you have such an authority over your life now. You have that power to continue to go through your passions. And that's absolutely beautiful because we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So understand that even though you can protect your passions, there's still going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, and you're going to be questioning whether that is the best step for you, whether that is the best thing for you. And guess what? Yes, because there's going to be negatives, there's going to be positives, and it's going to be really difficult for you to decipher between. However, I feel like deep down inside, if you really meditate on what you're going through right now, I feel like there's going to be that sun, that light that kind of goes on like a light bulb. That's what I'm seeing, like a light bulb going on and being like, oh, it's going to be easier and easier to make those life decisions and those life choices because you're finally doing it for you. What works best for you and your closest people, right? So let's see here, being called to this Oracle deck. Let's pull an Oracle card for you. This one is trying to fall out. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. So really take the time. You probably can't really read that. It's very, very small. However, leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. You need to make the decision because we all have free will. We all have free will and we can make these choices for us. Our guides are just guides. They aren't going to make the decision for you. They're not going to make the decision for you or lead you exactly to where you need to be because they are a non-biased situation. You need to go internally and be like, what is best for me and my highest good? that is really what's going to catapult you into where you need to be and your purpose. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here today. I really appreciate you stopping by. Again, my name is Chloe from the Galactic Soul, and I am so happy that you're here. Definitely hit subscribe if this resonated and give me a thumbs up. Love to hear from you guys, and remember to always be yourself.